I'm last places.
Oh, I didn't log into Foundry in here. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Why are we laughing? There's lots to remember, lots of steps. Oh my gosh, is this gonna be like the sewer episode?
Yes.
About to be.
No, it's gonna
Welcome
be
in. I'm
Saturday.
Charlie. I'm the DM. It's gonna be Saturday. I'm the DM for this group, and we are. I don't even know what to call the campaign. We're stuck on a boat for the rest of the time that we play together. Group. Let's do introductions. Who's first in this one? Matt is first. That's different. It's usually Heather, which is weird because she's player
Hello.
3.
Oh, yeah, true. Hello, everyone. I am a mess. I mean, Matt. I am playing Bellavor, the half wood elf druid. So,
All right. No, Heather is next. Heather. Oh,
Hi, I'm
gosh.
Heather. I'm playing Marco, the human bard.
Okay, now it's Cody.
All right, third time's the charm. Hi, I'm Cody. I'm playing Shroud, the Tabaxi Paladin.
All right, who is giving us the recap?
I mean,
Who
we started in the
remembers
sewers,
anything?
right?
Most likely.
All right. Quick recap. I got this. We were in the sewers. We like were sneaking in. Some guy hated spiders because Matt was a spider, or Belvoir was a spider, and he got attacked. And there ended up being a fight, and some guy named Gar ended up just leaving because the fight was way too hard. So he was like, I'm gonna leave. You guys bested me. And then we fought like a mini necromancer guy in a tomb. We looted all that stuff. There was a bracelet, I think, or something that had something about a King Uridan giving the bracelets to someone and they want to live forever. My notes aren't very good. But yeah, that's just something with the Blackwoods. The Blackwoods want it. We told. Scrolling up, hold on. We told somebody, not Barlow, Sondar Lackman. We told him about what we found, and he eventually like gave us like a way into the Blackwood house to like continue our search about what's happening. And there was like a ball going on, so we got some papers to infiltrate the ball, and we're pretty much just grilling people and trying to figure out who's doing this copper plague. And yeah.
Nice. All right, you can have inspiration. Okay, I need to stop messing up my papers.
And I need to click save on my notes at the end of every session.
Oh, see, that's why I like the Google. You don't have to save anything; it just does it. Okay. 4 does not come after 1. 2 does.
Oh, and Bran was a prick.
Yes, these are my notes. Apparently I thought some stuff was useful. We've got detect poison, disease up for 10 minutes. Marco is eating and scanning the room with a 3 for your insight. Shroud was looking for Bran. Walks up to him with copper that belongs to the King Erdan. Man, gosh, I criticize these kids for their handwriting and I can't read mine. Asking if this belonged to him, and Bran is a prick. And then apparently I made a note that we were playing on February 24th. Those are my notes from last session.
Hey, that's today.
It is. I know, I had a moment where I was gonna be like, can we play Tuesday? Is everyone free Tuesday? Because I woke up with a migraine like crazy. Alright, so we are at the ball. You guys are hanging out with Rolric, Amberforge, I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh,
Bless you.
okay. Thank you. The stream didn't have to hear it, but you guys did. Or maybe you didn't hear it. I actually
Well, I didn't hear it.
yeah, you couldn't hear it because that goes to everything. I'm so smart. Cool. Oh, I didn't. I'm so not smart. I hate when I restart. So I actually did something nice to my computer and I shut it off for the night, and that's probably the first time it's been shut off in a very long time. And now I forget all the
Sometimes it
things I
can
have
be
to
nice
do.
to the. Sometimes that's nice to the computer. Sometimes it's not. So
Yeah, that too. A lot of times it messes up my audio. It did not this time. All right.
woo.
So you all have heard. Okay, did you all hear about what do you know about Lady Blackwood that you all have heard?
She allegedly murdered her last husband. Let me see if I can find the rest. If I can find that part of my notes.
I have like nothing on her, I think.
She married Kosef Blackwood. Is that? I have Forrest Hunter under Kosef Blackwood. I don't know if that matters.
Her first husband was Geff Blackwood.
Mm-hmm.
Her her first name's Westra.
Mm.
Okay, I really
Really?
the having been known for murdering, poisoning her first husband was the piece I wanted to see if you all knew. So the rest is what it
Did
is.
he die in a very similar way as the Copper Plague? No.
Are you asking Rolrick about that?
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm over here focusing on my detecting poison and disease.
What paladin abilities do I have? Charlie, I know this isn't exactly how this ability works. Divine Sense is you can detect good and evil. You detect celestial fiend undead. Can I use this as a way to see if anybody's been near undead lately? Or is that too much? Like maybe they have some dirty skin on them.
Let me. Can you have it go through on the chat for me?
Yeah, here you go. Don't consume. There. Because
Okay.
if it's like,
As
oh,
an
somebody
action, you can
has
detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses. Like a noxious.
Honestly, he's probably pretty used to noxious odors because of me being near.
Right. So I'm not going to answer one way or the other on this. I'm going to let you make a decision. You can choose. I mean, I'm sure you're not going to need to use it again anyway because you have 4 times. You can choose to give one up, and then I will just set a DC and have you roll for it. And we'll just do your proficiency modifier and just a D20.
Okay.
Because that seems like a in between. Because really, probably not. But holy
Not
shit.
20.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me what I need to know.
Just waterboarding Charlie real quick.
Okay. But it cannot be behind total cover. Yeah, so let's go through. So Oh gosh, I broke the internet.
That's impressive.
Mm.
Hey, I've done my part.
So, I know I used all my land hands, so let me put that to 0.
Okay. Da, da, da. So, Matt, as you're trying to see if there's any detect poison um around as you're kind of going through. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Technically this wouldn't be a thing, but we're going with it. The only poison that you seem to be picking up is in everybody's glass.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
um,
So you're at a party. What do you think's in everybody's glass?
the Kool-Aid? No.
Yes, the Kool-Aid. Well,
Oh,
technically
I'm guessing I'm
speaking,
guessing alcohol because
yeah,
that
it
counts
would.
as a poison of sorts. So okay, that's all
Yeah.
good.
Other than that, you are not sensing anything else in the area that seems to be poisonous.
Okay, I'll kind of make a real quick nod at everyone, like no poison or disease here. It doesn't look like so.
Mm.
All good in this hood.
Mm. Well, that's right. Yeah, because I guess technically alcohol isn't poison.
Yeah, that's what I was like stalling to look. I was like, ooh, is that considered a poison? And it was mixed on whether or not it was. And I was like, I think that it would be. The number of times in my 20s I got really sick, I'm going to say it's a poison.
Technically, if you drink enough of it, you do get the poison condition. So,
Right. If you fail that con
technically,
save.
technically, tobacco is a poison too. So
Mhm.
it's used, or well, nicotine is. So it's used in uh certain killings and stuff. So
Mm.
Nice. All right. Then our friend. Who? God, why'd that have to be a 20?
Really want to get this one shot over.
I feel okay. If something has 3 chapters, it cannot be like this is as long. I feel like as maybe if you like it's so many pages.
I would say it's
I
Lost Mines
have
if you avoid all the side quests, like my party did.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 16 pages long. I feel like that is not a one shot.
yeah, there's no way I
16
could get through
pages.
that.
I can't even read it in an hour. Got to get you guys read. So me reading it, if that takes more than an hour, how are you guys getting through it? Even in 3. All right. Cody Stroud. You kind of began looking around the room, looking to see if anyone maybe has any dirt underneath their fingernails or anything like that. Maybe they've been in contact with zombies or the like. You're not really sure exactly what you're trying to find, but you are just wanting to be able to put this issue to rest and get back on the boat, or maybe buy your own boat. You're not sure what the group will do regarding the boat dilemma. But you know that you are ready to be out of this plague-filled area and back on the breezy ship life for you. So you're looking around for all the things that you could possibly find, and as you are sitting down and maybe feeling a bit defeated, not having found anything, um you turn to Ralric, and he is currently delighting in his beverage of choice, some ale, laughing, just kind of cutting back. And you see, I guess actually you don't see, you suddenly realize that he just has this foul smell to him. And you look, and it looks as though, like, his hands are maybe not the cleanest of clean. And you just kind of detect that there's something that's coming from him in particular, but the rest of the room seems to be all good, all clear.
Amberforge? This guy? Oh, I don't say that out loud.
I should have failed that sleight of hand check. Damn it.
All right, I will. The dude wasn't even on my radar. I'm just like, I will kind of excuse myself from my seat and.
Where
I'm-
are you going? You going
Oh,
to
I
get
just
some
need
more
to-
ale?
Yes, of course, and
Ah,
I need
yes,
to stretch my
thank you.
legs.
Ah, yes.
And I will get up and look for my two compadres, compatriots,
Okay.
and like, come here, come here. And if I can kind of get us in a corner, guys, I'm
Okay.
detecting something kind of off about Rorik. I was trying to detect to see if there's any maybe like evil around, and I'm just getting a bad notion about him.
Mm,
Well,
What do we think?
he hadn't even been on my radar. I thought it was one of the Blackwoods.
I mean, technically, I did bring him up earlier. That's why I was trying to steal his shit. But I didn't actually think it was actually going to happen. I was with everybody else. I was certain it was either the Blackwoods and Sondar was working with them. But wow. It makes sense, though. I mean, he's a merchant. He can come in and out as much as he wants.
True. I wonder if he's acting alone though, or if he's acting on someone's orders.
Hmm.
He was the one who gave us the papers to get here, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
but he probably didn't expect us to make it this far. Give me a second. I need to
As
look
you
up
were
Rock.
whispering, off to the side, he's still at his seat, but he does make eye contact with you, Shroud, and he lifts his glass, and like you can tell he's hoping you're coming back with the bottle that he thought you were going to get.
Right.
Give me a second. I might have a plan, but let me see how this out of game. Let me see how this
Yeah.
condition works first.
I'll just give him the 1 second, and I was like, "All right, do you figure out that I'm gonna get a bottle real quick?" And I will go find a bottle.
Drinking at
Okay.
a time like this? No.
It's not for me. Charlie, I have a question as well.
Okay.
If we know Basic has an item and we want to use it, could we possibly? Because I know he has some of the poison grain, right?
If it's something that you like picked up within this, that's fine.
I'm just wondering if I want to poison this bottle.
God. I didn't even register what you were going to do with it, but that would check for you. You're right.
Super
So-
paladin-y stuff going on.
So
Yeah, are you gonna be an Oathbreaker?
I am an
I mean, he
Oathbreaker.
is an Oathbreaker.
Okay. I don't even pay attention to anything. Look at me go.
How wise do we think Rowick is?
The dwarf. The bad dwarf? Is that what we're gonna call it now?
Mean dwarf.
I would assume less wise if he's been drinking.
True. So I have a plan.
Okay.
And think anyone would be up. Okay, so I'm gonna look around. Do they have like music?
Yes, there is music playing.
There is music. Is it like
Yeah, it's
like
like a
did they hire an orchestra?
yeah, it's like a piano bar type of deal going on.
Okay. So what do I have? I know I have a flute. Where is my
A little
flute?
bit of jazz flute.
So I've got a viol and a flute. If it's a piano bar, think you think I could cut in with my. We're gonna call it a violin because that's the closest instrument I know to what that is because I've googled it.
Yeah, viol
I
has
did
3 strings, doesn't it?
something like that. So I'm like, do you think we can get if we can get Rowick and if I can get this piano player to let me cut in and we can do like a duet for a little bit. If y'all could get him to watch that performance, we might be able to get some answers out of Rowick.
I mean,
I'm in.
Out of
just
character, I want to try doing some enthralling performance.
got it. Just
I,
what do
I'm
you
down
need from me?
for any plan.
All right, so you are wanting to try to cut in to the music that's playing, like go
Yes,
join
or
them.
yeah, go join them. See if they'll let me join them.
Okay. Yeah. So the way um the room itself and stuff is structured, just to give like some more. You all are kind of like in the like main dining room area. Um, Actually, no, I lied. So there's the main dining room area, and then they have kind of like an entryway where they've had to set up some tables and stuff. Like after everyone had started arriving, then they kind of had a few people get the tables situated, and you guys are kind of more out there, so it's like being at the kid table at holidays and stuff, and then the grown-up table. Just because there are so many people who are here and everything, and just not enough seats for everyone, especially with the 3/4 of you. So you guys are kind of out. You can hear the music coming in. You would have gone into the main dining room at some point, so like you saw the setup. So you have the table, and then to the south of the table, there's a circular shaped room that's set up with some like benches and stuff in it, various musical instruments, and then there is a piano in it as well. And so that's where the music is kind of filtering from. With the table and how it's situated, Lady Black, is it Wood? Gosh, I'm so bad at it. Yeah, Lady Blackwood is at that south end, so that she is like the closest to the music and stuff, the prime like seat in the house for it. So you can definitely, if you want to make your way to see if you can join in, you certainly can.
Yeah, because I just need y'all to get him to focus on me for at least a minute.
I will pour him a drink and stand behind his chair so he can't get up.
But yes, I'm gonna try make my way over there and see if I can't join in.
Yeah, so as you go to make your way over there, the meal itself has kind of started to, people are starting to finish up and everything. And so you go and you head that way. And what you see as you walk in, because the meal is kind of hitting that point of being finished, you see Lady Blackwood. She is, seated in that spot towards the music room, at the head of the table, and you can see that have been some people who are starting to kind of form a line to speak with her. There's lots of chatter going on, so it's really hard right now to pick up anything specific. But you do notice that line that is kind of formulating once you like step into the dining room itself.
Interesting. Would I recognize anyone in that line, or is it just like random doubles we haven't met yet?
Do you have any, like, is your character familiar with Waterdeep at all?
I mean, they probably passed through it, but they're not from Waterdeep.
Yeah, so just kind of passing through and stuff, you like maybe you've seen them and stuff, but like no one jumps out at you.
Well, I'm gonna bypass that line and just go talk to the music people, because I don't care what Lady Blackwood has to say. She's not paid me, so I'm not gonna charge her for my performance.
As you go, so to get there, you do have to, as you said, bypass the line, which means you're walking past the line, and you get past a few people. You can hear some grumbling, and then you'll go, continue to push your way, walk past them to get to that music room, and somebody steps kind of out to the like they step in front of you, and they're like, "Excuse me, the line's back that way."
Yes, to speak with Lady Blackwood. Not
Yes,
the music.
so please go back to the end of the line.
To speak to Lady Blackwood. I'm not gonna speak to Lady Blackwood, and I'm gonna like.
Oh
pull out
yes,
my
I've heard that
instrument.
before. Oh, I'm not going to speak to Lady Blackwood. Blah blah blah. And then there you are up at the front speaking to Lady Blackwood.
Am I speaking
Nope,
to her
nope,
right
nope.
now?
The end of the
Nope,
line
I'm
is back
speaking-
there. End of the line.
What, I'm gonna like show him my instruments. You want me to play something to prove I know how these fucking things work?
I go back to the end of the line. It's a fine instrument. I'm sure she will appreciate the gift. As you look, you do see most of them are carrying, some kind of gift, to present Lady Blackwood with.
You know what? Fuck being
Back to the
nice.
end of the line.
I go back to the end of the line. You know what? I go back to our table, and I'm just gonna be like I'm gonna bust out a jam on my viol,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and make it match with the music they're playing. Cause fuck this shit.
Rager.
I'll even start
Yeah.
some snow like over top of her or over top of them so that it's like kind of setting into the mood a little bit.
Mhm.
Alright, so you all have gone back. Well, Heather, you've gone back to the table. So everybody is at the table, so you are with Rorik right now?
Mhm.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
gonna be at like the head of the table.
And I'm standing right behind him, blocking his chair from me getting out. Pouring drink.
I'm doing a little Druidcraft snow.
I don't feel like I've ever seen this or even knew it was a thing. So once per short rest, you can choose 3 creatures that watch and listen to you perform for 1 minute. Each target needs to make a wisdom saving throw and is charmed if it fails for 1 hour or until it takes any damage. You attack it or it sees you attack or damage its allies.
Mm.
Cool.
Personal account attacks don't count.
So this, like, your ability works no matter what happens, but can you roll me a performance?
Yes.
The ability will still work even if you really
Okay.
fuck it up.
I was gonna say they're gonna let me do this for a minute.
Cool. Yeah, I was more going with, like, how well are you
Oh, okay.
doing it versus, like, it fails or whatnot, because that's not necessarily a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you, begin, playing. You have the, snow that's falling and everything, and you guys are, like, with how it is structured and everything, and you're in a stone building, you weren't getting a lot of music. So like everyone that's in here and stuff, and there's more people in here than in their dining room, right? Because like who just has the space to host a ton of people? Um, and so like everyone just kind of begins to not really rock out, but like because you're not doing the greatest, but it's
Yeah.
better than the muffled music that they were getting to hear. Because at least it's something, and you do have a little bit more of the ambiance going on with Belivar and the snow falling. And like you see Warwick at some point, begins kind of tapping along and watching as he's like looking and listening to you. And some people even like get up and just kind of feel more casual and stuff, like not really dancing but just kind of moving around more freely and stuff. It feels as though the party has actually started. It's kind of the big sense of it, because before, with not being near the music room and stuff, it just didn't quite feel like a party. um yeah, so I need a wisdom save is what I need to roll.
Yeah, so Rorik's my main target. If the asshole that blocked me from going to the music room, I'm getting him too.
Cool.
Out of
He wouldn't
spite.
be in, so he wouldn't be able
Okay.
to really see you because he's in that line in the other room and stuff. So I wouldn't say that he'd take too much notice. Is there
Okay.
anyone else that you?
Is there anyone else important that might have been looking at me? Nah, I think.
So I guess the other thing like to consider is maybe house staff if you wanted to try to find out anything from them or anything like that.
If a waiter stopped to watch, sure, I'll take one of the house staff, and then I think because Rorik was with a couple of people when we got here, right? I'll target one of them, like one of the people he was conversing with, just in case they're in on it too. Because I would assume he's with merchants, so.
Well, so he is actually the only one who failed. He got an 8 and then a 13 and a 14.
Okay, that works for me. At least we got the main target.
Yeah. um right, well, and I didn't even open stats, so but I know he doesn't have anything that would make him hit that, but the others might have if I'd opened something. If I thought about what they might be. So, yeah, he, is kind of just even beginning to kind of hum a little bit. He's definitely performing, and your enthralling performance has an effect on him. So as you finish and he begins to applaud, very quietly, like no one in this room wants to create too much of a commotion or draw too much attention to themselves. But like you do get a little bit of a clap from your audience, and well, that was quite the performance. I really enjoyed it, and the ale just keeps flowing. Well, what a spectacular day this has turned out to be.
It's been a interesting day, I'll say that.
Yes, yes,
So,
here, here. An interesting day indeed.
yeah, it was so weird. I mean, at least for us, we got attacked by a tree. We found some dead
A
people. We found
tree?
a cold. Yeah, it just came alive and punched the crap out of us.
Have you been drinking too much of this? He kind of tips the bottle. You probably need to be cut off if you're thinking a tree is attacking you.
I mean, I've been attacked by trees, and I've been attacked by trees. No, this one really gave us a beating, but that wasn't the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing out of today was this weird necklace we found.
Oh, weird necklace, you say? What
Yep.
was so interesting about it? Just that
I
it
don't
was
know.
weird?
Yeah, that and it's elvish.
I don't know much about elven jewelry. Not really my thing. Jewelry really isn't my thing either. Though sometimes they do sell it.
Oh, really? Um, hey, so I'm gonna like try and like whisper to him, like throw my arm around him. I'm gonna, if no one's taking the seat next to him, I'm gonna like sit down and be like, hush, hush. I'm like, so Rorik, that bag I was trying to help you with earlier, what was in it?
What bag were you helping him with?
The one that I was trying to like open and see what was in it, but he caught me, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, sorry, it looked like I was gonna fall over," and he took it and shoved it in his shirt, so I couldn't
Oh
steal
shit.
it.
I've got to start taking session notes when I go off script. I think it's because you wanted to try to sleight of hand him, so I let you, and I don't fucking know.
No, I failed that.
Oh.
I
Well, but I narrated you failing it, I think is what the problem
Yeah.
was. I still narrated it. Oh my god. It's just, well, you seem like a stand-up individual. I just can't be too certain that you are, so yeah, it was starting to fall, and I just decided to grab it and put it away. You don't want to go around showing people what you got and don't got.
Yeah, true. But you know what's weird?
Yeah, oh, it's weird.
This whole plague thing, just wondering how it got started. Like, was it just a sudden outbreak, or did people, like one person, patient zero, and it just spread? I mean, you gotta wonder where that came from, considering it was all the grain that was poisoned with it.
Oh, I can't eat too much grain. It gives me heartburn, so I don't know too much about that.
I don't think.
But
What
it
would
is
be a good plan?
interesting to try to think about what was happening. I was out on the merchant trail when it first began.
You ever happen to sell grain to the copper district? I mean, I'm not saying you're involved at all, but on the off chance someone contaminated your grain, I would hate for someone to try and spin it on you, such a successful merchant.
Yes, I do have done well for myself. That is true. I can't really say that I have sold any grain. Mostly, I stick to little trinkets and things.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Oh no, my insight's not that great, but oh no, it's not that great.
Can I let
I mean,
Heather
that
have my
seems to make sense.
advantage? My inspiration
Sure.
advantage?
Sure,
Alright, go
you
for it.
can.
Alrighty. Let me roll that again then. Insight. Trying to think of what to ask him. Ah, shit. Nope, that was worse.
Good job.
I
Good
heard
work,
that one
try.
before I saw it.
Yeah, you just have no clue.
Trying to think. Give me, be like, whisper to like, y'all. I'm like, give me some ideas. I don't know what to ask him. Without straight up asking him, hey, are you the one bringing in the copper plague?
Maybe show him a coin. Maybe he might want it.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take out one of the copper coins we found and be like, so this is something else interesting we found today.
Those look a bit under the weather.
A little. You know what? I'm wearing the necklace. The necklace. We don't know if it's a terrible curses or is gonna make me immortal.
Of course, you're wearing a necklace.
Yep.
That's also in my
I've gotta.
notes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like pull it out a little and like kind of show it off to him. It's like I know you said you don't really deal in jewelry and elven things, but you know.
Oh my gosh. My mind. I immediately thought of Cody and the Catwoman. I was like, I can't do this to every campaign. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I could swing both ways. I haven't decided yet. She is a bard.
You pull that out a bit. As you do, he definitely he looks and he's. I think I've had maybe a little too much to drink. I'm not sure what you're trying to show me. It's a little interesting. Ah, there's a necklace there. Oh, that's what you wanted me to see. Ah, all right. You should put that away.
Why?
I don't think that's yours, is it?
I mean, technically it is. We took it off a corpse.
He was just because I, imagine that there
Came
are
out.
turkey legs in this situation. Because why not? It's what I actually really want. I wish I would have gotten a turkey leg when I was at the market the other day.
That's wrong.
He was like biting in, and you say you ripped it off of a corpse, and like dude starts to choke. you what? You ripped it off? Who? Corpse. Is that a new name?
Yeah.
Please say that's a name.
So I guess
People
I
be
should have
naming their kids
clarified-
all kinds of things.
I mean, his name could have been Corpse. Who knows? No. So part of being
Could
an
have been.
adventurer. Well, we don't know the name of the guy who.
Oh, that means
was
he's not.
dead-
He's
that
dead,
we
isn't he?
re-killed.
Oh.
Well, he was already dead, and then we had
You
to
killed the
re-kill him.
guy? Oh God! I've had too
We
much to
killed the-
drink. I'm getting hot.
Quick.
Oh,
we
he's
need-
into it. Keep going. No.
Ooh, it's toasty in here.
Ah.
He begins pushing up his sleeves.
Okay, let me use smaller words and shorter sentences. He
Yes,
was
please.
dead. He
Is he
became
alive
undead.
now?
No, he became undead, which
Undead.
means you're still dead, but not
But you're
dead. Yeah.
Oh, I thought those plays were just make believe when they had people walking like, whoa, that's real.
Yep, that's real. And then we made him dead again. So in that process, anything he had.
There's a
is
lot of dead
ours.
going on.
Yeah, I know. That's just the adventure of life. I'm sure you see it every once in a while as a merchant. You gotta have someone guard your caravan, right?
Are you suggesting I have corpse come guard my caravan?
No, I'm like robbers and stuff. You might have an adventurer to kill some robbers for you, and then their stuff becomes your stuff because you killed them, right?
I guess I didn't think about them being corpse. That could be dead, undead, and whatever else you said about dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
That's
it's
a lot of dead.
complicated.
It sure does seem like it.
Yeah, don't be an adventurer. Stay a merchant.
Yeah, I think that's for the best. Although, I don't know. It does seem like it could be pretty enticing to go on an adventure.
Mm. I mean, it seems enticing until you're in a copper district with a bunch of people with a bunch of I was gonna say shit in their brains out, but
I ain't
and
shit
then
my
you have
brains out.
yeah,
I'm immune.
then you have to find the cause, and then you can get on a boat, or then you can buy a boat so you can get on a boat with that boat. It's complicated.
Wait,
I
did you
see,
say you're
yeah.
immune though, Rorik?
Well, I must be. I've been around here, and everyone else is getting sick, and I've never gone sick.
Oh, okay.
Can't really work it out. I must
Mm.
be immune. You know, I am kind of a brute over here.
Can I kind of be paying attention to how he says all that? See if he's act like if he knows something about like being immune to this type of poison or something like that that he's not letting on.
Yes. So you can roll me an insight.
Oh, let me find my character sheet.
Should I just straight out and ask him if he knows anything?
I'm about to break this guy's nose.
I just like I don't know what the right questions are to like lead him to being like,
I
yeah, I
don't
know
think
the
there
guy
is a
who worked with.
right question. We should go back to the sewer. I think is where I'm
Oh, so
Did,
we're in the
this is a
completely wrong
Charlie
place.
thing.
did you say insight check?
Is that's what you were getting at, or were you getting at something else? Did
Yeah,
misunderstand?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, would you
I
look
just
at
couldn't
that?
remember what you had said.
Someone you can roll.
Okay. Can you also roll me a history check?
A history check. Oof, that's not as
Yeah.
good.
Well, you kind of suck. That. Okay. So you're looking to see like what are you wanting to get from his tone? Like what are you looking for? Like if he sounds too like whatever insert the word that means he might be guilty. Like what are you trying to kind of suss out from him?
Well, just like the way that he said, "I'm immune." Like I kind of like that would have made me perk up, and then like listening to his explanation, like just kind of glean if he's hiding anything about like if he does know what this is, and if there is some kind of a like an antidote or something like that that he's taken. So, because like when he said, "I'm immune," that really like that kind of.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So as he's saying it, like it really just seems um his tone seems very sincere, but like not in like he seems empathetic would be the word I would go with towards what is happening, and like the way that he is saying it, it's like he does wonder why he's not getting sick, and so to him, like it seems like he really is holding this idea of I must be immune because why is everyone else around me sick and I'm not?
Oh, okay.
So that he might actually have nothing to do with this, and we're chasing the wrong thing again.
I yeah,
Mm.
it's so hard not to give things away. I want to be like, you failed your history check, but let me tell you what that would have told you.
Mm.
Hey guys, can I speak to you for a second?
Yeah, stay right here. We'll be right back. Let's go.
The bottle's empty, Shroud.
Yeah. Give me a minute. All right, I'm gonna have my friends over in the corner again and be like, guys, maybe we just throw it all on the table. Maybe we just get everyone's attention, lay down what we know, and just threaten to break the necklace or something. Somebody wants it, they're not gonna want it broken.
True. I
And
I'm,
I'll
I'm
break it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm kind of at a loss at this point.
Wait, let's see if we can even. I can even take this off because I would not want you to break it by having to stab the necklace and then stabbing me. Can I take it off?
Yes, you can take off the necklace.
Okay. Just
You
gonna take
you
it
hear
off
an
and put
evil
it back
laughing
on.
as you try to rip it off. No.
Oh shit! It's the demon necklace again.
The
Like,
necklace
it-
all of a sudden just reaches and grabs onto you. No, I'm just kidding.
Latches
down
to your
for it.
soul.
Right.
Okay. Now that we know that that's
Oh,
something we can do.
I miss Ursa Strahd and your necklace, your demon.
The demon necklace we didn't get to do anything with. I'm kind of sad. I wanted to see what was gonna happen.
I will say, as soon as it starts, if things go bad, they might go really bad. So,
Mm.
uh, we might just want to make a plan B just in case.
Well, and I feel like the Blackwoods are going to be a little bit perturbed that we kind of grave robbed their grandpa.
I mean, they grave robbed themselves, so we'll call it even. They
Well,
tried
You know
to
someone
what?
kill
grave
us.
robbed them, but
Someone won't be surprised because
Yeah.
they sent someone to kill us.
Yeah, true. Okay, I mean, plan B is a thunderwave, so just make sure to stay like.
So, is Plan B we burn this motherfucker down?
I mean, not all of them. Rorick seems like a decent guy.
So I do want to, before, and you can do whatever you want, but I do want to mention you are in a separate room from the Blackwoods. Like, you guys are off to the side. You're in basically the entryway, and they are in the dining room. Before we go balls to the walls with whatever the hell, like, is there anything you'd like to do in that room? Or you can just ignore that. I just want to remind you.
But yeah, we
that-
need to
I
get
would do
lined
it
up
in
with-
that room.
we
Yeah.
may want to try and talk to Lady Blackwood and see what she knows.
Mm.
Wait, you know what? Before this happens, my first instinct, out of character, when we started the session, was to talk to Mara. Do I see her anywhere?
Way up the.
That was my first instinct. So I'm just gonna go with it. So my thoughts are to talk to her and the father.
Looking for the attractive daughter, eh?
You have no
I have
idea.
Third level spell slot.
Let me see.
Why does visibility have to be concentration?
Okay. Yeah. So as you guys are kind of off in the corner, beginning to try to like, hey, we gotta get this going because we need to leave type of thing. Like, let's just get it up and going. You all notice that kind of around this time, it does seem as though like people are starting to kind of move a bit more, and with how like the space is structured, you guys are in like one area of the space, like taking like 1/4 of it up. To the north of you all, there is like stairs that are going up into the mansion. You guys are on the part of the room that's closest to the door itself. It's also closest to the door to the dining hall. And then that leaves, about 3/4 of the like floor space kind of open. And at this time, it's when you do see one of the performers comes out. They've set up like a chair off kind of to the far left side so that they're out of the way, and they begin playing music. After a few minutes, like as you guys are finishing up the conversation that you were just in, you can see that a few people have made their way out of the dining hall. A few people that are at the tables that you guys were at have stopped eating too, and like have begun to get up. And you can see as Mara does enter. She is very beautiful, very young looking, but like of age and stuff. But she just has that like youth quality to her. Yeah, let me clarify, teacher here. But it's very clear as she goes. You can see even that line where people were waiting to speak to Lady Blackwood, like people have stepped out of that line to kind of come and admire, and you can see that there is, as she begins to just kind of dance on the what they have kind of set up as the ballroom floor in here, their makeshift ballroom floor. You can see that some of the suitors have begun to kind of like line up on the like wall where the stairs are, just kind of admiring. It becomes really apparent that some of them are here to probably try to get into good terms with Lady Blackwood because of Mara.
That doesn't matter to Shroud. If I see her, I do want to make a beeline politely, but if people are in my way, I am walking through them, so to speak.
Shroud's gonna walk up with if it ever plays on here. We'll see.
Here we go. It plays for them. I don't get to hear it, but it does
Oh.
play. Well, I used to hear it, and every time I would jump or swear or do something stupid. All right. Yeah, so you walk through. It's kind of hard like getting to her because she does just kind of keep kind of gliding around as she's dancing. She's not dancing with anyone. As you approach and go to talk to her, you see from that wall of suitors that somebody steps forward. Excuse you. What do you think you're doing?
Hey, listen, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you.
That's
Move
right.
out of my way.
No. Nope. You need to mind your manners.
Does he seem drunk?
He seems cocky. I wouldn't say drunk.
Cocky?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean up like into his ear. Listen, I don't care who you are, and today's my last day in Waterdeep, so no matter what happens, I'm not gonna see you again after today. You understand?
You're
I can put you in the
right.
fucking ground.
Oh, is that a challenge? Oh, would you like to duel me?
Can I say sure and then punch him in the face?
If you're gonna try to punch him,
I got claws, baby.
yeah, you and your cat claws.
Mhm.
Oh, and you are a cat in this one. Look at that. Everything just full circle.
Really?
If you're gonna try to punch him in the face without him having like a chance to kind of dodge out of the way, I'm gonna go sleight of hand for like him not noticing.
Okay. I have a -1 to disguise. Pray. 4.
Woo.
Yeah, you go to punch him in the face, and he reaches up his hand. There is no need for there to be blood. We can head to the garden and we can duel.
Fine.
We can do this like the civil people that we are.
Listen, I just need to talk to Lady Mara. I don't give a shit about you.
And you can. You can. If you win.
All right.
Why?
All right.
Are you gonna duel?
I guess.
Cody, don't act like you're not excited.
I'm about to divine smite this fucker.
Oh shit!
Oh no, my friend, you are not. All right. Go ahead. Roll roll your initiative for me.
Since there's no combat counter.
You can't
So-
just roll a d20 and add what you need to your initiative.
And -1, got it. 11.
Well, he rolled a 3, so you get to go first. So you do head out to the garden.
I'll go
as
watch.
you go, Mara, like other people are following. I would assume the party is following, maybe,
Yep.
Yeah, I want
possibly.
to watch this.
Yeah. And so you go, and it's that like whole, being super formal and everything. And 1 second. The noble's footman presents each of you with a velvet lined box. And inside of it there is a rapier for you, and he has one as well. The
I will,
first to draw blood is the winner.
All right. I look so unimpressed. But yeah, Cody's pretty happy about this.
And we
All
only use the provided rapiers. None of the tricks that people of your caliber sometimes try.
No need for bloodshed. It goes to first blood, because that makes sense.
Okay, well, I, didn't read that far ahead in my speech, but he
you're
meant
good.
he meant violent
know.
blood. I got this.
That's some shit.
Yeah, like we're just gonna poke each other with our rapiers. Oh, that sounded bad. Oh God.
See, the first rule of play with swords is you don't tell your parents.
God.
True.
Okay. Cody, do you need a rapier into your inventory?
I do.
Okay, let me grab your character sheet.
You could probably just add it to your D&D Beyond one, can't you?
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
could do
if
that.
are you rolling from D&D Beyond?
I cannot have my sheet up.
Yeah.
Boom, add equipment. All right. So I do grab the rapier and I go first, correct?
You do go first.
Can I pull out my shield? Since I know we're about to duel. Fuck this guy. It'll be harder to hit.
As you go to get your shield, he goes, No. I am not wearing a shield, and nor shall you.
Alright.
Like I said,
Then-
none of the tricks.
Alright, then I'm gonna swing at him, I guess. With no
Okay.
tricks, we just wail on each other. First one to hit, let's do it.
Well, I'm pretty sure drawing blood is when you hit half of your hit points gone.
10 damage.
Which could be really fast for him. How do you know it hit?
21?
Was it 21 hit?
If he has 21 without a shield,
How'd this guy get
really
full
buff.
plate into a party?
He is really buff, like...
Charlie,
Yeah,
I have to
it does.
ask, did it count
Yeah.
as a short rest during that whole time? Because I didn't realize it was at 19 hit points. When we've been kind of at a party. Could I have short
How
rested
low are
during
you?
that time? 19 out of 28?
Yeah, you can short rest during that time.
Alright. I feel like I'm gonna need it. I use them all. Today's ending one way or another. Okay. And I won't smite him because that's against the rules.
But you're an oathbreaker. What do the rules matter?
He has an entourage.
You kind of do too.
Yeah.
Not a very good one, but
The worst wingman.
Ah, I see. We fight with aggression. He goes and 16 to hit.
Misses.
Ah, you are quite nimble.
Yeah, something like that.
Woo!
As you go back and forth, I'm gonna stab him if that's all he got.
Yeah, that's all he's got.
All right, stab for stab, big boy. That one. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You go to stab at him, and as you miss, he is going to. You see it as like you go to stab. He takes his sword, well, his rapier, and he kind of goes like lunges forward, but then kind of catches himself. Sorry, I didn't mean to. And then he takes his shot at you, and he kind of trips on his footing because like he keeps looking to wherever Mara is, and like is super distracted. You are up.
Hope I roll better.
This is
I do have a +5 to hit.
he also misses because he's doing real great over here.
All right, and I'll just roll again. Oh, that hits.
that?
Yeah.
17 damage.
Ah.
Damn
As you hit, he is like, cause you kind of come at like full force towards him, and he like steps back and doesn't realize like he's near some like stone grounding stuff, like pathway, I don't know, he is near something decorative, and he trips and he falls, and I think your point has been proven. He stands up, he kind of dusts off his trousers as he's standing up, and I think that was quite the display on your part. I apparently have had a little too much to drink, but I vote that we decide to end this here now, if that would be all right with you.
I'll turn the rapier around and hand it to him.
No, you may, in fact, keep the rapier. It is my honor. You did, in fact, win, so this can be your prize. Your trophy, I guess I shall say.
You know, this had to happen. I just wanted to talk to Mara for a second.
I just hope that. Well, yes, that is fine. I guess you won. I just didn't want the competition.
I will put the rapier in like my belt and go find Amara again. And hopefully plenty of people saw that so they don't try to challenge me again.
People challenge you? What? Never.
Never.
Cool. Let me make. Yeah. So you guys are outside at this point. She is there. She is just kind of talking to you, a few of the other noble suitors that have gotten her attention. What would you like to do?
I want to just walk up. Lady.
Congratulations! That
thank
was
you.
quite the display.
I give a bow.
No need.
I'm sorry to do this at your party, but can I speak to you privately for a second?
Well, I've only just met you. I don't know if that would be appropriate.
It's it has to do with something party related, but it'll only take a second, I swear. I need your ear, and that's all.
She pushes her hair behind her ear. My ear? Whatever for.
How many
No
people are
way.
around here?
Huh?
How many people are around here? Like,
I would say about 15 or so.
so there's plenty of people in earshot.
Well, I mean, you're outside, but yeah, I mean, there are people around.
I might have sensitive information for your family that I want to share privately.
Oh, well, I appreciate the privacy. Yes. Shall we just maybe step back inside and see if there's a spot that we could talk?
And can I just also insider just to see, like, does it seem like she clearly doesn't know who I am besides that fight? Like, I'm just a suitor.
Yeah, you can insight.
Fine.
It does seem to you you're not like you're not sure really. You're kind of more focused on just getting to the point of why you want to
Okay.
talk to her.
Geez, that fight threw me off. I had like a whole idea. Then if like people are kind of gone and I can just talk to her for a second, I'll say, "Listen, uh, I need to be straight with somebody in here, and for some reason,
See,
I'm putting my trust in you just because I had to put my trust in somebody. I
I see.
don't know how.
So not only have you won in the duel, but now you are presenting me with flattery. Continue.
All right, focus up, Mara. What do you know about the plague? And this is very important because I'm about to blow your mind.
Oh, I don't know if we should do that.
I said focus up. I'm not playing Valentine. This isn't going to happen.
It could. Rule it out. Maybe she has charmed person on her spell list. Maybe I rolled for you and you don't even know you're charmed.
Oh, no.
See, you see. Okay. I'm listening.
Right.
I'm focused. The the plague.
Yes.
Honestly, what do you want to know? I mean, I know that my family has been involved with the relief effort. And obviously, I feel terrible for those who have been inflicted by such a horrible illness. I don't like to see people suffer.
Is the relief effort the handing out the bread in the Copper District?
Um, well, yes, that has been part of it, and trying to recruit people to try to solve whatever is happening. Yes, all of that would be the relief effort.
So
Why?
me
Is there
and
something
me and
wrong
my
with how we are
friends.
helping?
No, you guys are perfectly fine in the way you're helping. Just you see, me and my friends took a job to figure out what's happening, and right now a lot of the information is not pointing in good ways. And I figured I'd want to come to the source of you guys. Maybe you might know more about maybe when this started happening.
What do you mean it's not been good ways?
Uh, I'm gonna lay it out with you. We
Yes, do continue.
we followed a where people were taking the bodies. Blackwood guards were taking the bodies to a sewer. And I'm gonna lay out the whole story. We went to the sewer. There was more Blackwood guards in the sewer. There was a necromancer. There was a totally already uncovered body that had
Oh my Lanta.
that had a necklace that had the Blackwood insignia on it, and we think that may be related to the Copper Plague.
That the necklace is somehow related to the plague. I don't think I'm following what you think our connection to this tragedy would be.
I think that somebody wanted that, and maybe they might want to sell it to you guys, or maybe use it or something. I don't know the full picture, which is why I'm trying to fill it in.
Okay, so you think that there's somebody who wanted to get our family's necklace to try to sell it back to us, and somehow that started the plague?
I think the plague is a way to have uncovered the crypt. I think people needed workers on the down low, and it's much easier to kill a bunch of poor people than have to pay people.
Feel like I've learned about this in history class. I see. Wow, well, I honestly, this is the first I'm hearing of any of this. I wouldn't have thought that we would have any connection to starting the plague. That just seems like a reach, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure that I really have met you besides this moment. I don't recognize you.
Oh no, that's because we took the job a few days ago and instantly went to work.
Well, that is quite the work ethic that you have. Well, I don't know what's causing the plague. I know that it was very surprising. My brother suggested that we helped with the relief, but outside of that, I can't really say too much, really.
Which brother was that?
It was Bran. He suggested, but as always, he's more. His suggestion leads to frustration more than anything else. He decided we would do this, and then he abandoned it the second that he could to go hunting.
Hunter? Okay. So one of the reasons I suppose I trust you more than others is because we keep hearing your brother's names, but never yours. We know that there was Onder who's handing out food. It was Bran who blocked off one of the sections of the city where the grain was being stored. Which, by the way, the grain has the poison. That is where the copper plague's coming from. Surprise, we found that out.
You say surprised as if I should know that that's what was causing this? I
No,
don't understand your hostility towards me.
No.
I'm here listening to you, quite frankly, talk extremely rude about my family, but I'm listening. I'm giving you my ear. She shows her ear again.
I'm just trying to piece it together. We know where the play came from. We know maybe one of the reasons why it was done, but not the person. So, I guess one of my last questions is, who would you know have access to the granary? You seem well connected. Maybe Rorik? Maybe somebody else?
Rorik, Rorik. Oh, the little, merchant, right? Dwarf? Yeah, I don't see why he would have access to the granary. I don't have access to the granary. What So it's in the grain. Someone is putting poison into the granary, you think? Or do you think the grain maybe has just gone stale and that's making
Uh,
people ill?
No, I think it's in the grain. I think we figured that one out. In
Mm,
fact,
Did you check to
we
see if it was stale, or did you just assume it had been poisoned? Like, are you just letting your mind go into this detective adventurer mode because you live for adventure? And so if there isn't one, if you're just here in this boring area and just this boring plague is going on, like, are you trying to make it into something more so it appeases you?
I'm gonna kind of look at her. Listen, I
Listening.
don't care. I don't care. Honestly, I'm not from Waterdeep. I'm just here for a job. I'm not
Well,
trying to
that's
offend anybody. I'm
no,
just trying to.
I understand. I just wonder if you're just here and you're passing time. If maybe you've gotten, well, let's just say it this way. Maybe you've gone stale and you need adventure.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to head somewhere else. But listen, this was a great chat. I think I got some information that I needed. Uh, you're lovely. Your family's lovely. Uh, yeah. Uh, just one more thing. That guy that I stabbed
Oh,
earlier, you might want to go talk to him. He was actually not that bad of a dude. He gave me a rapier, so you know, bygones be bygones. He was pretty chill.
I see. You didn't care for a dance then? You're not like all the other suitors.
uh, no, I feel like my time is spent elsewhere.
Well then, while it was nice this time, I really would advise you not to go around and talking about the family that's hosting you. I don't think that is etiquette anywhere. But I'm not sure where you're from, but I don't believe anyone would call that being a good guest.
I wasn't trying to talk bad. I was trying to lay out what we knew. No, no pointing fingers. It was just, hey, guards here. They said they worked for you guys. That's all. What do we know? They were liars, right? Complete liars.
Ah, okay. I will let this moment of time slide on by. And you think I really should give him a chance? It gets so exhausting trying to decipher whose intention is good or bad in this whole thing.
Tell me about it.
Some people are just like a lion.
mm.
All right, I'm gonna let you go.
Well then,
Well then.
Well,
Yes.
while they're talking, I'm just like with
Mhm.
Marco. So maybe the necromancer was actually the bad guy who was trying to just like tunnel in there with the zombies. Maybe he's the bad guy.
you know what? That's a good idea. We probably should have brought his body along with us, huh?
Probably.
You know what? And now that I think about it, his body's probably not going to be there when we get there because if he's working for somebody and it's not him as the mastermind, it's probably gone. They cleaned up all the evidence.
Hey, it's like a self-cleaning mess. Although
All
nobody
right.
cleaned the guards that we killed out of the toilet, so
Oh my gosh. Roomba vibes.
Guys, is anyone good at maybe infiltrating, just looking around some rooms?
ah, I thought I was until I tried to sneak into a place as a spider.
I mean, I've got +5 to stealth and invisibility.
I think we either need to look for some evidence quick right now, or do big play where we show everyone the amulet. Somebody
Maybe we
wants
just
it.
show Lady Blackwood the amulet and say someone was going after this. We saved it in time to bring it back to your family or something like that. I don't know.
But it's technically not her family because she married into it. She just gets to keep the name.
Hmm. Unless if it was her name to start with,
No,
and
we
everyone else
fig-
has taken her name.
no, we figured that out last week. She married
Oh, did we?
into it. Yeah, and the only reason she's still in charge.
I'm in danger. So you touch it.
So, guys, the third option is we just set this place on fire and say fuck it.
I mean, you know what? At this point, I mean, I'm gonna assume I didn't hear the conversation with Mara, but at this point, I say fuck it, fuck these people. Let's go buy our goddamn boat and get back on the big ship. And we're
If we
taking the
can.
necklace with us.
I don't know if we can with this money. It's like
Oh yeah, we have to try that out. We're in Waterdeep. They've got a whole shop district. I'm sure we can find some nerd who wants some old ass pennies.
And just sell that necklace. Honestly, who cares?
Actually,
yeah, there we go.
Oh, but what if it makes me immortal? I kind of want to keep the necklace.
People were dying
Okay.
over it. That's all we know.
Plan B, if we can't use the copper, we'll sell the necklace for at least the gold we need to pay off our fare and get a damn boat.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
You just need a rowboat. I've made boats out of cardboard before, guys. Come on.
Oh, is Heather frozen?
Oh no. Well, she's gone off the stream.
Mine
Heather?
froze a little bit ago.
Heather?
I
hear-
can hear.
Yeah, here.
Oh, I can't hear her. How do you guys hear her?
She was humming.
Yeah, she's like humming off and on.
Her
I bet
thing's
it's
not
that
lighting up.
RTC. Yeah, not anymore.
Oh, okay. You could steal a tablecloth and make a sailboat for it. There you go.
Hey, there we go.
Let's do a break while we figure out whatever is happening with Heather. So we'll aim for 8:25, but we'll just see what happens. All right, if
Okay.
you are watching, we will be back in 5-ish minutes. We'll just see what happens.
into the anus flaps. So
Oh. Well, Matt likes to greet you all very friendly here as we switch back over. All right.
it was good
What would
timing.
you all? It was good timing. He's talking about his anus flaps. What would we like to do? Who would we like to talk to? Where would we like to go?
I guess
Let's make this the
I'll
session we finish.
see if I can search out Ander and see
Okay.
if he's at the party.
Yeah. So, as you go from the garden back inside, or if you were already inside, you kind of take a look around. Right now, the only areas like really open to explore and stuff would be like the dining area and stuff where you've been, and they do have like a restroom for you all to be able to go to, but like that area, because it's down a hall, like they have some people who are kind of stationed in that area, keeping an eye on things, directing people where to go. So as you look, you see that it appears that next to Lady Blackwood is one of what you would assume to be her sons. And he, he's grown. So what stands out to you and is surprising to you is that even though with his age and being an adult, he still has a nursemaid that is fussing over him like to no end. It's kind of like if you've seen Secret Garden and the boy, like he couldn't really walk and stuff and he was always being fussed over, but then come to find out like he could walk. It's kind of like that, like he's being fussed about.
So
Okay.
it's called Secret Garden.
Yeah, Secret Garden, is that it? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm about to go look it up.
I just
Yeah,
remember that.
it was one of my favorite movies and books when I was. Gosh, am I too old? Did none of you know that reference at all?
I've
Yeah,
just never
no,
seen it.
Cool.
It was
Well,
published
I was
in
like the best
1911.
reference I had. Okay, the movie. There is a movie. There's a movie, motherfuckers. And that was not 1911. I am not that old. Yeah, I was 8. It was a good movie.
I was gonna say there's a 1993 movie, which was the first thing. That, and I think they redid it in 20 something.
Oh, they redid Secret Garden?
That's what Google told me.
Of course it is. Google. See, Secret Garden. I guess the Secret Garden. Oh yeah, they did redo it. They should not redo classics.
Classics.
Well, I am that old. Anything can be a classic that I watched in my childhood. Do you know what another good movie is that you probably all have never heard of? Drop Dead Fred. Like, absolutely love Drop Dead Fred.
My dad made me watch that once.
Hold on.
Made me watch that once as if it wasn't an honor to be watching it. Who are you searching it?
I recognize
It's
the
so
name.
good. It's so good. It's her imaginary friend.
I say that because I don't actually remember like any of it, but I remember watching it. Other than like I watched it.
Oh my gosh, I remember so much from that movie. Okay. Well, anyway, we don't have to scroll down memory lane forever. Yeah, so you see him, it's like what were we doing? You see Ander, he is with next to his mom, seated at the table, and he has a nursemaid that's fussing about.
Okay. I guess then I'll kind of walk up to the Well, if there's is there still a line like in front of his in front of
No,
Lady Blackwood and him? Or...
once Amara started dancing, the line most of the line had followed her. So at this point, like she's talking to one person, and there's maybe like there's another person that's standing. It doesn't seem like they're in the line. It's like they're waiting on that person that's speaking with her.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I'll just kind of like wait for the person who's currently speaking to her to finish up.
Yeah,
Uh,
just like a minute or so goes by, they finish up their conversation. You don't hear anything at all significant to it. Like if you are listening in, like there's nothing that you're like, oh, I should probably remember that. Like none of that happens. And then he gives her a bow, and goes about his day.
hmm, okay. I then I guess I'll kind of timidly step up next and do like a very very off kilter like bow kind of and say good evening Lady Blackwood, how are you this evening? I hate talking to
Ah.
people.
Well, hello there. Thank you for bidding me well and asking of my evening. I don't feel as though I recognize you.
Well, I'm not not originally from these parts. Me and my crew have kind of been trying to help out with uh, the search for what or who has been causing the Black Plague. Or not Black
I
Plague,
see.
Copper Plague. Rats caused the Black Plague.
I see. Well, I don't know much about the cause of it, but I do hope that it's able to be stopped soon.
And that is our hope too. We unfortunately we don't have much time left in town here. We need to be back on a ship uh in on the morrow. Uh but we we have found that it is something to do with some of the grain that is, and like while I'm saying this, could I be kind of like watching their demeanor a little bit, like both her and Anders, to see if they're like if one of them kind of changes a little bit in how they're kind of acting once I say that it I've found that it's poison grain.
Yes, roll insight for me.
Please roll high. Please roll high.
Yeah, please dear God, please dear God. Where's insight? There it is. Oh my God. Two nat 20s in one day.
Okay. As you mention, like the grain, she seems surprised by that mentioning, like but like she seems surprised but not bothered at all. Like it's not affecting her, so it really is that case. And I like, not all rich people are snobs and whatnot, but like it's kind of like that stereotypical movie thing with rich people where like it doesn't affect them, so why do they care, type of thing. But she seems surprised to hear it's the grain, but doesn't really offer much more than that. Like you're not really thinking any, like she's not, the only red flag would be a red flag that she's just a bitch.
Mm.
Okay.
Since it is a nat 20, if there's something else that you want to bring up and ask and get a read for, would be happy to do that.
Well, since Ander was kind of right next to her, I was going to be kind of watching. I
Yeah.
figure he's maybe listening in a little bit, so
He
I was gonna say,
also had like that doesn't resonate for him. He does not seem, I guess, as um how do I want to phrase it? You don't pick up that like distinction of like him being, an asshole or whatever, like how his mom's a bitch, but like he also doesn't really seem to care too much. He seems again surprised, like he wouldn't have thought it to be the grain, but other than that, it's kind of the same read.
okay. Uh,
And you had said that you were watching Ander and stuff even before, so like you do get one more like question that you can read for the both of them.
oh, okay. Then I'll dive into well, we also following this we followed where one of the carts with the unfortunately deceased was going, and found that it was going to uh an area of sewer that it seems there were there was some kind of a necromancy going on there, and they were using zombies to dig. uh we did find that they dug to some, I don't know, cairns or what you would technically call those, but and it seemed as though it was for someone very important. I don't know if you know of anyone who, if I don't know if someone from your past had maybe been buried there, or fairly close to fairly. I guess there was a lot of copper down there, and I was just a little bit concerned that they were maybe searching for something more in that grave site.
And you said this was perhaps a relative of mine that they were searching for this through.
Um,
If you were
Earth
looking for the name,
Blackwood.
it was Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Earth. Yeah. Okay. I believe I believe the name Earth was brought up. Uh, I guess I don't know too much about anyone from these parts, but Earth Blackwood was, or it was, yeah, Blackwood was brought up. Uh, and all of the guards near there had uh well, they seemed to be Blackwood guards that were also involved.
Involved in what way?
Well, they seem to be, I don't know, accepting bodies, and somehow they were being changed into some kind of a digging zombie of some sort. I don't know exactly. I don't know all of the particulars for it. I won't claim to be a master of the magics, but it seemed like there was something dark going on there. Something dark going on in the Black Wood. No, I'm kidding.
I see. Um, so are you trying to insinuate that somehow the Blackwoods, did we have some involvement in this darkness that you've mentioned?
No, ma'am, I can't say that I am sure who has involvement in this darkness. Uh I was just I just wanted to see if you maybe had any final leads that we could maybe follow, and see if they shake anything loose.
If I'm being frank, and well, I'm sure I won't see you again, so why not be frank? I've been here all day, saying the sweet pleasantries that most are accustomed to. This project my children have with the relief effort just I wish it could just be done and over. So if I knew who was causing whatever is happening to be happening, I would surely find a way to make that stop, because there are more important matters that
That
I wish that my children would be focused on.
that definitely makes sense. Could you think of anything or anyone who would possibly be interested in uh the location of Earth Blackwood's burial? Or do you know anything of Earth Blackwood?
I've heard a thing or two regarding him, yes. He was quite. He brings out a lot of intrigue, I would say, whenever he is mentioned. But I can't say that I would know who would have wanted to dig through his grave. That seems unusual to me, I would say, if I'm being honest. So no, I'm not too sure.
Odd. Okay, well,
This
and
whole situation
I'll
seems odd.
it it really does. And I'll bow again and say thank you very much for your time. And as I'm kind of walking away, can I see, does Andrew have anything actually like medically that I could like see from a distance? Not I'm not like super up close or anything, but like does it seem like he has some kind of an issue that could possibly be fixed with like a lesser restoration or something like that?
Hmm. Is there anything you would have wanted to turn and ask him at all? Like, well, because I mean, he's like fully capable of talking and stuff. It's just mom is right there, kind of doing it all for him.
Oh, I guess I didn't really know if he could talk or not.
Yeah, he can talk. He just um, because he
Stephen
did
Hawkins.
answer the first one. Yeah, he can
he's
talk. He's been talking.
um
Is there anything you'd like to ask, or even just say? You don't have to have a question if you just want to speak to him.
uh I don't know. It's so tough because I just asked Lady Briar or Lady Blackwood all the stuff that I was kind of thinking of.
Okay. I mean,
I
it's fine
guess
if you don't have anything.
yeah. There's really nothing too
Ask him his
much.
thoughts on the situation,
Yeah,
just in
yeah.
general.
That's actually a good idea. Andrew, I guess do you have any thoughts on the current affairs going on with the Copper Plague and everything happening?
He takes a moment. It looks as though like he's kind of paused in. Um, oh, okay. I misunderstood his. I forgot his age, and I wasn't seeing it when I was reading. He is just a kid. He is 10.
Oh,
So like he takes. Yeah, I thought he was grown because the picture of him, he is grown in here.
oh,
So why would I not? Like, I would never guess 10 based on the picture.
Wait, the
Maybe
10-year-old's the
16.
heir?
Apparently. Oh, yeah. So,
Bran the
mhm.
air.
Well, I feel
Actually,
like
it makes sense.
this would have came up. Um, da, da, da. Yeah, this would have came up with the poison because it's the same sentence. So you guys would have gotten this from the last session. Lady Blackwood was said to have poisoned her late husband, Lord Geth Blackwood, when she was pregnant with Bran, her bastard son.
Mm.
oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like
yeah,
a red
so
herring
he-
anymore.
Cool. Yeah, so he's about 10, and he just looks really kind of frail. He looks skinny for his age, and like it's clear that while everybody else in the district might be struggling with money and food, they are not. So like that would stand out to you as well. And yeah, and that makes the nurse. See, I would if I would have put that also with him having the nursemaid comment. He is only 10. Yeah, so he thinks for a moment before responding, and he says, it's important that we take care of the less fortunate that don't have what we have.
Could I see if he sounds sincere in that?
Yeah, insight.
He's hoping.
Can be an orphan
Yeah.
situation where this dude's 30.
Oof.
No, I'm taking a picture to show like what he looks like. Would you 5? Well, this isn't like hard to tell. It seems very rehearsed to you. Like it's something he knows he needs to say, so he's saying it.
Okay.
I know it's really blurry. Oh, there it is. It's not super blurry anymore. That is supposed to be a 10-year-old, just for the record.
Does he have a beard? Wait, where's it at?
Wow.
It should be in the chat. Did it show up in the
That's supposed
chat?
to be a
Oh,
10-year-old?
general chat. Yeah.
Right.
Jeez.
So like why would I
Poor
if I'm
man.
looking at that picture, why would I think that's a 10-year-old? Like I teach kids. They don't look like that.
So that's real Game of Thrones energy.
I'm Jon Snow.
Yeah. Not
They
not
all
a
look like
fan.
they're 20s and they're a bunch of teenagers.
I gotta figure out how to do that. And, yeah.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I'll put it in the chat so the stream can see once it decides to load. And I decide to send it so they can see. And boom. Okay. Yeah, so it seems rather rehearsed to you.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess that'll be the end of that because I had none of the copper on me to flip a copper to Lady Blackwood. So I don't really carry any of that metal stuff on me. So so yeah, I guess I'll bow and say thank you both very much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. And I'll walk back.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything you want to do? We exploring? We still talking?
We've got one more Blackwood we haven't talked to.
Kosef.
Kosef.
You want to
I
give
mean,
it a
he's
shot?
a merchant. He's a merchant. He could afford to pay off to get like those guards because all those guards are actually. So the staff around the house, they would have guards, right? What do their guards in their home look like?
They look like guards? Like, are you trying to... So, what are you wanting to know about, like, what do they look like?
So,
Like, are you
all
trying
the
to see
ones-
if they have a type?
No,
Yeah.
so all the mercenary guards we've dealt with, because I'm going to assume these are outside forces that have been paid, have all been orcs or half orcs, right? So I'm going to assume that the guards that are here are not. Because if they're not,
Correct.
Hmm?
Yeah, they would not be orcs or half orcs. They would be, like, human or, very easily, like, able to pass as human and stuff.
Mm.
So elf, maybe, possibly a dwarf.
That's what I thought. Because I was like, these are obviously like they're working for the Blackwoods, but they're obviously not working for the Blackwoods, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm. They're not like the main employee.
And we know the Kosef. Isn't he a merchant? Yeah, didn't Rowan say he was like a merchant?
He's a hunter,
he
isn't
also-
he?
Yeah,
Or
I
like
have
he's an adventuring type?
worse. Oh yeah, I think Charlie said he was like an ex-adventurer type person.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
You assume any of it. Oh, no, he might be good. I was like, we've got an oath breaker and an asshole.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just that he seems like he had been adventuring. There's so many pages to this, so when you guys have specific
Yeah.
questions, it's hard to remember where it came from.
Yeah.
Guys, should I give off another like vibe check with my divine sense to see if it's still pinging Amberforge?
I mean, we didn't really get anything from Amber Forge.
I detected evil on him.
I mean, he's a merchant.
Cody, I want you to think about what you said you were looking for when you asked to do
The
that.
undead
and-
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like
But why would he have undead stuff on him?
I don't know, you didn't ask him that.
Bodies. I mean, he could be looting the dead people's stuff so he can take it and sell it.
Yeah, true. Or maybe he cuts down his own trees, then he's technically killing a tree.
I think we just need to talk to Kosef. I think our bard should do it.
Bless you. Bless you again.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. These stupid allergies. They made me stop taking my medicine last week for 4 days so I could go get allergy tested. And now the medicine, well, and they were not useful at all. And then they were like, the testing you isn't going to tell you what you actually want to know. And I was like, okay, cool. Then I guess I'm not getting tested. But now I can't like get the sneezing under control, and like also the main thing, the hives that I have going on and stuff that they were supposed to be trying to figure out, but apparently you can't figure out hives. And so now I'm like, well, this is awesome. I went off my meds for nothing, and now my meds aren't working. Cool.
Yay.
Yeah, it's like, awesome job. Thank you for not helping. And I've been dealing and waiting for this referral appointment since, gosh, right after my surgery. So October, November-ish. I've been waiting to get in and be seen for it to be nothing. That's the end of my complaining. I was actually stalling as I was looking for something. See, I'm good at this. Okay.
Yeah. See how bald Kosef is?
Stalling.
No, I was trying, because it's getting frustrating flipping. I wanted to open up the PDF of the thing that I'm running so I could just control F and like find things, because flipping the page, like when there's 16 pages, it's a lot to try to find it. But apparently I've never saved it. Alright, who would you like to talk to? Or do? What would you like to do?
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing Kosef if he's as hot as his friend. I mean,
If he's into it.
Oh my god. Thanks, Heather. Thank you for that.
you're welcome. I'm just, helping you delay more.
Yeah, we're just gonna end up with another Saturday session. It's all great. And then you see the lion.
Hey,
It's
I
like
can
there is
almost
no way
turn
I
into
didn't
a
save
lion.
this. Oh my god. Cody has a thing for lions. I would not recommend it.
A
Not lions,
Leonin?
it's cat girls. He loves cat girls.
Hey,
He's just
it was
more
half-
lion than girl.
It was half feline, half woman, and she was into me. Okay.
Hey, you almost said Mara too.
Yeah. I could
Mara
have.
must
I
be a
just didn't
furry
want
too.
to.
She's in the cat boys.
Ah, yes.
I had to make a
Okay.
distinction between my characters.
Kosef Blackwood, not a proper noble, just a merchant like Rorik. This was him talking.
Mm.
Though with quite a few more gold dragons to his name in comparison, so he had some money.
Yeah, I knew he was a merchant. It makes
I was
sense.
just
It would
making
be
sure.
him. And then watch it not be him. But
We should just start accusing people. Accuse.
The Spider-Man pointing meme.
Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. I got this. How do I... Did it turn off my camera so I can move?
it
Yeah.
did, yes.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Well, I don't like moving in front of the camera. But I'm still here.
Are you
Quick,
sure?
say mean things. No.
Are you here or are you there?
Oh, I guess technically I'm there. I probably should work on knowing the English language better to help students.
Mm. It's okay, you're not an English teacher. It doesn't matter.
I know I say the word "ant" and like I'm so bad when I instead of say "going to," I'm "gonna," and I'm like, oh, I should really as a teacher talk better. Okay, I'm all set. I don't know if you can tell. It's Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
It's the meme, the pointing. That was pretty impressive.
I like it.
See, look at that. I can change clothes. Boom. All right.
It's a speed
What would you
change.
guys? I'm
I
speedy.
guess.
It happened to be a shirt that I must have worn recently because it was in here next to my desk.
Mm.
So, I guess what the bard's gonna do. What the hell are you doing with your eyes?
Nothing.
Thought I was seeing things for a second.
In case you need a closer picture of it.
I need you to stop.
Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
I
I'm
never look at
ADD.
your
I
guys' camera, so I
I
have no
both
idea
pay
what the
attention to
fuck you do.
everything and nothing.
I want that shirt.
I try to pay attention, but like sometimes and I think this is why Cody, what happened Saturday happened when you guys roleplay for a long time, my brain just can't focus on it, and that was apparently the only way for my brain to focus was let's make this weird.
Right.
The freaks,
Time to go
dude.
make out with Kosa.
Cause I will never forget that. But if I had just been letting you ramble, like well, you leading in of the with the drow, like yep, would not be able. And now that drow, I will remember him forever. Not as much as the one though that Ashani ended up living with in the
fan art of?
forest.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, and having
Like-
fan art made.
Alright. Let's go talk to Kosa. Let's go get some more fan art.
Okay, so Kosef is who we're going with.
Yep, we're gonna go talk to him. He's the last Blackwood we haven't talked to yet.
Should all three of us walk to this one?
Are you all three just committing?
Mm.
There's
Man, I
3
really
chances
thought
for
this was-
insight.
I really thought this was a session we were finishing this, and I'm becoming more and more less confident in that.
Charlie, if we can't figure it out, I'm burning this house down. We're leaving.
Do you have Fireball? Because maybe I have Fireball, so try it and see. Okay. Yes, so you approach Kosov. He is kind of laughing loudly, talking. Actually, at this point, he is speaking, with your buddy, Rorik, as you all approach, fellow merchants gotta stick together.
Hmm.
As you all approach, who's going to speak first to him?
Has it
Or,
been an hour
like, at
since?
least... Since what?
It's hard. I was gonna say since my performance. I feel like it's been an hour.
Oh, it's easily been, like,
Yeah.
Cody got to kick the other guy's ass and gave relationship advice to Mara. Like, it's been an hour.
Yeah. I guess I'll go
Okay,
do it.
so, all right. He turns and he sees you. Hello there. I
Hello.
don't recognize you. Welcome. I hope you have found our home to be very welcoming to you this evening.
Yes, I'm gonna give a slight bow. Yes, it was
No need
very
for
welcoming.
such formal practices. That's quite all right.
Mm.
At this point, my favorite thing, DMs having to play multiple characters
Yep.
at once.
Yes.
Harik, he looks back at the group and back to Kosef. They're with me. At this point, you can tell little dwarf man is fucking trashed. Like, he is so wasted. And he looks at Shroud and he tips the bottle. I'm out again, boss.
I'll grab the bottle and I'm leaving the room.
Don't
I'll
forget
drink
to
a
come
fucking
back
bottle.
with 2. Bring 2 more this time.
My night.
I'm setting this
Right,
place
well,
on
Shroud
fire.
has exited stage left. Are you getting ready to make a fireball using a bottle?
I am getting a new bottle and it's gonna be a Molotov. Okay.
Great.
I hate this family.
What could possibly go wrong? Okay. No need for the formalities. You're friends of Rorik. Well, I'm glad you were able to attend. I hope everything was to your liking. Did the food taste good?
Oh, the food was excellent, considering I had no manners when I ate it.
My notes say that you ate everything.
Yeah,
I take
right,
notes
it's
over the
free.
important things. Yes, I thought it filled my stomach up quite well, too.
Mm.
Is there anything, were you just wanting to speak to Rorik? I can excuse myself and let you all, talk. No worries.
Oh. No, actually, yeah, how rude of me. Sorry. My name is Marco. Can I pronounce his last name? Himani? I guess that's how you would say that.
Heather, it's your character's
character.
name. It's however you want to say it.
I know. Rorik, would you mind if I cut into this conversation? I wish to speak to, Kosov.
Yes, the pleasure is mine. You can cut in any time you want, Marco. That's quite all right.
Thank you. Is he making, like, any attempt to leave?
I mean, he's trying. His little stubby dwarf legs and his drunkenness is not helping him. He's kind of stumbling through.
No, I just
But
wanted
he
to
does
see if he was...
attempt.
Okay. As long as he's
Yeah.
attempting to leave.
Yeah,
I didn't
like,
wanna
I mean, he's
be
kind
like-
of lingering. He doesn't want to go too far.
Yeah.
Because he is hoping Shroud comes back with some more ale for him.
Mm,
No wonder the
You
man's
know-
broke.
yeah. No wonder Kosip has more money than him. So, Kosip,
Yes.
how do I start this conversation?
Just jump right in. It's quite alright. No need to worry. I'm sure I've heard it all before.
So I'm sure you're aware of the situation in the Copper District, yes?
Well, of course I am. It's definitely difficult seeing everyone not feeling their finest.
So me and my acquaintances are actually looking into the situation. So far we found out that it's the grain that's causing the sickness. Everything in the granary was
May I
contaminated.
stop you? Do you mind if I jot down some notes?
Go ahead.
Okay. He takes out.
Classic
He
adventurer.
Yep.
So he steps like off to the side, and there is like a small table. And he gets some parchment. And he just starts jotting down a couple of the things that you've already said. And I'm sorry. It's just I am very concerned, and I want to make sure that I know as much information as possible.
Yes, I mean, being a merchant yourself, I'm sure the Copper District's current situation probably isn't very good for your coin purse, is it?
I'm not sure that I understand what you're getting at. I've been very generous with my purse.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. I mean, the situation, I'm sure, is costing you a lot in either donated funds, supplies, loss of sales due to the decreasing population.
Now, again, the accusation that you're making is that I only care because my money is going down from not being able to sell, and that is not the case. The money that we have in my family, it has been passed down through centuries upon centuries. It just happens that I am a merchant, and really, at this point, I don't even do much merchanting.
Well, I mean, generational wealth could dry up, and should the Copper District unfortunately die out, I can see that being an end to your family funds. I mean, I figured you would still want to be a merchant considering the current situation. I mean, it would add
My
more.
real passion is hunting. I
Mm,
love to go out hunting, and there's nothing better. I wish that my kids, though, that they also enjoyed hunting, but alas, they don't. They each have their own thing that they'd rather do.
well,
At
you
this
have
point, he
children.
stumbles a little bit. It's kind of clear he has maybe also had not quite the Rorik level of alcohol, especially considering Rorik is a dwarf and takes more to get drunk. But he does stumble a little bit as he's talking. I lost my footing there for a second. My apologies. Continue, Marco.
You said they have children. What are their interests if it's not hunting?
Ooh, to clarify, he was referring to the kids that you guys are already aware of.
Oh, like the
His kids. Yeah, like Bran, Mara, Anders.
Mara
But he
said
can
Bran
answer that
does like
question.
hunting.
Huh?
oh
Am I
wait,
back?
those are oh
No, she
you're
did
back.
mention.
Charlie, can I like come back with the bottle for Warwick, but say something to this guy?
Yeah, you walk up like right as he says that he wishes that they had an interest in hunting like he does.
Oh, that's strange because I talked to Mara earlier. And she said that Bran was just on a hunting trip. I think that would be one of them liking hunting.
He was not on a hunting trip with me, and that does not sound like Bran whatsoever. His interests are more how do you say it? Is it he likes to toy around mixing different potions, chemicals, things like that. I've never quite understood it myself. I don't really understand. But he is not He's not one to go out and experience nature. Oh, I wish that he would. He spends all this time locked up in his room. It has to be unhealthy. If only he could just spend a day. Even if we didn't hunt, we could go and gather berries for all I care, as long as he did something, on his own for once.
I have a feeling he has been doing something on his own.
Oh, well, I can assure you it wasn't hunting.
Yes, I would say it's more akin to culling.
You would say it's more what?
Akin to culling. Do you know if Bran would have any interest in an Earth Blackwood?
I cannot imagine that he would care much about the Blackwood lineage.
Why do you say that?
He just has never taken any interest in it before.
Sorry, I'm just writing stuff down.
Oh, you're good.
I think I got it, guys. Well, I'll wait till after you're done talking. I think I figured it out.
Trying to think, what else can I ask him?
Would he not care so much about the lineage because his father wasn't a Blackwood? So he's not next in line?
At that point, he was drinking and he spits out his drink. Now, I tell you what, he is a Blackwood. He is from Lord Geth Blackwood.
Mm-hmm.
He is much a Blackwood as everybody else, including my child Ander as well. Man, this woman, man. So she's married Lord Geth Blackwood, got knocked up by somebody else, and had Bran, supposedly.
Allegedly.
Lord Geth dies. And then has Ander with Kosef Blackwood.
I don't know why, where I missed the fact that Kosef was her husband. I thought it was another one of her sons.
I think we
That's why-
jumped with Rorik a bit much, and like maybe we didn't get to all the conversation points. But I also feel like it came up earlier that they were together. But yeah, he is married to Lady Blackwood.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, you have kids? And then when you're like, yeah, you know 'em. I was like,
Yeah, I feel like that was something before. I think that came out when he was saying, yeah, it would have came up with the Rorik saying, so not a proper noble, just a merchant. That's why she picked him, because he has more gold dragons to his name.
Yeah, I probably just missed it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little subtle, and the dwarf wasn't the best talker.
Yeah. So Brad's not, or so Brad could potentially either be his kid or not be his kid. Then
I think Ander and Mara are his kids, and Bran was a bastard. So, well, it was Lord Gat's kid, which is why he's not in line because he's not the current father's.
Lord.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we also don't know are they who were they, cousins, brothers? Like that hasn't been said to you at all about them.
That's true. Okay. Well,
Is this Mufasa and Scar going on?
yeah.
Well, probably not.
Time
I'm pretty
to-
sure Scar is gay.
He was a stray.
So, but he did make it clear Ander would be his only kid because he would have also said Mara, but he just said Ander when he was talking.
Wait, is Mara the oldest then?
Are you gonna ask him?
Yeah. So out of Bran and Mara, which one's older?
Ha. Mara is the oldest, and that probably explains. She definitely is her father's child. She is such a caring one. I wish that the boys would care even just a small amount like she does.
Well, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I shall let you get back to your conversation with, unless y'all have anything to add.
Got what I need.
Stuff in here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and just out of curiosity, since you used to be a merchant, could you, so the amulet, does it have the Blackwood symbol on it before I go flashing this
does.
around to the... It does? Okay,
Yeah,
then never
that-
mind, I'm not
yeah.
going to do it.
And that's why when you were pulling it out, you were told to put it away.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab one of the copper coins instead and show it to him. Be like, do you know if this would have any value, even if it's just its value as copper?
He takes a
And
look at it and he goes, "Well, I mean, it wouldn't have as much value, I would say, as a coin would, but they could take it and probably melt it down to make a new coin. But that's extremely dated." As he looks and is that king? Oh gosh, man, what was his name? I can't even remember. King.
Aradan.
He's like, I'm not
Aradan.
sure. Oh, how did you know? I'm impressed.
Elvish history was one of my classes at Bard School.
Oh, fancy.
And I'm just gonna say some random I'm gonna ask him where the bathroom is in Elvish just to prove that I studied Elvish or like Elven history.
I see. Well, it was nice meeting you, Marco. Make yourself comfortable. Later, we will have opening and giving an opportunity for people to peruse if they would like. Well, as long as she hasn't changed her mind. I took a lot to convince her, but I think it's important for people to see the home and the history that we have throughout the home.
Yes, extremely important. Well, you have a good rest of your evening, sir, or afternoon.
Yes. You as well. You as well.
And
Yeah, time does not matter to us. 6 weeks later. 11. We're on, but we haven't been here the whole time. I was like, we are in session 11, but we have not done this for 11 sessions.
So, and then I'm gonna walk away quickly,
Okay.
but not too quickly to catch his attention. That like we've got to go like
Yeah, you're gonna
interrogate
speed
his-
walk.
Yep, because we've got something important to do.
Okay.
I'll follow.
So
Bark, bark.
you follow to figure out what the important thing is that you all need to do. Okay.
Can I just look real quick? Where's Bran in this room? Is he still somewhere? I'm 100% sure it's him now.
Yeah, it's got to be him.
He is currently sitting kind of off to the side from his family, and is sitting with some other lords. You can see that it's very clear at some point, kind of that like whole line of like people presenting gifts and stuff has died down from like Lady Blackwood. It looks as though he also likely had people who were stopping by and giving gifts and donations for the relief effort. And he, like, now at this point, he's sitting there with the other lords. He looks pretty bored.
Right. As long as he's still here. Guys,
Yeah.
we all think it's Bran, right? Alchemist, lying about where he was. I mean, they're all assholes, but
Stays in his room all day. Yeah, no, he was definitely looking into something.
I
should
could see it being him.
we maybe take a look about what he's doing in his room all day? I'm assuming it's not jerking off.
Every time that is came up, I'm like, oh my god, this.
Do black lights exist in this world?
I'm sure. Would that not fall under detect poison and disease? I think we can stretch it there.
I'm just thinking that
I was like, dude, if you say that you were Googling that, just stop.
I frozen. I just think that if he's an alchemist and he seems smart. I mean, he seems like an asshole, but he seems smart. Someone has me behind the Black Plague. It's more and more likely it's pointing to him. Do you think there might be evidence in this house, in his room?
And they did say they were gonna do like an open house later, assuming Lady Blackwood doesn't change her mind.
Well, hear me out. What if? I mean, we know they're assholes from a single day of being here. What if we just talk to one of the, like the help, one of the?
Yeah.
Surely they'll hate them, and I don't know. We can get one of them alone. I can like break a glass in my hand, have one of them take us somewhere to clean the wound,
Yeah.
and we just fucking leave and find the room.
There is a really nice girl who I was talking to when I had to quote unquote utilize the facilities.
Perfect.
Maybe she would be willing to, and if nothing else, I can try and turn into like a cat or something and just wander around.
So you can turn the cat, Marco. You can turn invisible. I can just stay here, watch Bran. I'm loud. I think this is as good of a plan as we're gonna get.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond thinks I'm an automation tool.
All right, so you're wanting to find the help to speak to. Okay. Specifically, you're looking for the same girl that Belivar had found, or does it matter?
Preferably her, but do we think it matters?
I mean, we're just trying to find Bran's room, right? That's the main question we're trying to ask, or are we just trying to get to the other part of the house?
We're just trying to find Bran's room, or like get directions to it.
I mean, maybe we find her and blackmail her. Hey, we know you let our friend Belivar over to the other side of the house. Don't lose your job, huh?
Okay.
I don't know. We need to get over there, though.
All right. So you guys look around to find somebody of the help to speak with, specifically that girl. The first couple of people that you try to kind of grab their attention, like they are super busy. Like they aren't really like, I guess I'd say, in the mood to answer questions, so they just kind of brush you off and continue. But then you do find who Belivar had spoken with.
Mm.
What would you like to say?
Hello, young miss. Would you be able to answer a question for me real quick?
Yes, of course. Not a
Um, I
problem.
have an I have an engagement with young Lord Bron later this evening. Could you give me directions to his room so I could meet him there at the appointed time?
Um, Deception, my friend.
Yep. Please don't fail me now. I was like, I've got a +7. Come on.
Let's go.
I see. We're not really supposed to. The home is open for everyone to peruse, but the rooms we've been told are not able to
Bless
be
you
opened.
again.
And
Sorry.
oh, you're good. Are not able to be opened up, and so I don't want to get into any trouble.
Oh no,
I'm sure he's in the dining room. If you wanted to ask him yourself.
Oh no, like I said, this is a later engagement. We're not gonna go in right now. I just want directions for when the time is there. That way I don't have, you know, the rest of y'all are so busy. I would hate to have to bother you as you're breaking down and putting things away and cleaning up. That way I can just go there myself.
I don't know that I feel comfortable with this. I understand, but I
Well,
really don't want to get in trouble. I'm so sorry. I don't think I can help with
I'm gonna
this.
give her 2 gold pieces. Would this help? And if she's not gonna tell me, I'm taking that shit back.
Um, what if I just let you know the floor and the general direction, and then I didn't tell you where his room was? Would that be okay?
That is perfectly fine, young miss.
Okay. Well, it's the upper floor. And then when you get up to the stairs, well, you'll follow the stairs. They'll lead to a hallway, and some of the rooms are open up there, but you're gonna want to just kind of go around. So you'll go up the stairs here. And she's also like trying to tidy and like look like
Mhm.
she's not engaging in this conversation with you.
Yeah.
You'll go up the stairs and then you'll go all the way up and around. And she points to where you can see like kind of the balcony of the stairs, I guess, if you will. And then the door will be right there. That'll lead to the hallway. You'll go down the hall, and you will head north. And um, then you'll make a turn, and then you'll see another hall, and that leads into where you might find the Lord's where you might find his room.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank
And
you.
I'm gonna walk away like I never saw the help. Like
Yeah,
she's
you
beneath
walk
me.
away.
Alrighty.
Okay.
We got we've got directions to the potential location of the room, but not the exact room, so we'll have to do some shit. Does anyone have thieves' tools?
Uh, no. Can I look at like the doors in
Mhm.
this establishment and see if they seem to go all the way to the floor, or like if there's kind of a crack there or anything?
So at this point, you guys are still in like the main areas that have been open. So like you could either be in the I guess it'd be like the ballroom area where you all ate. They had sectioned off a spot where you were eating. You can be in the dining room. You could even be in like the music room or outside. But you haven't ventured away from those areas yet.
Okay, and there's no doors in those areas.
No, there's no doors in that area.
Okay.
Okay.
Would I remember from when I went to the bathroom? I'm guessing that they have doors on their bathroom.
Yes, I did forget that you went to the bathroom, and so you're asking if it goes all the way down. So, I mean, it would be just like a standard door in like a house. So like it goes all the way down, but like there has to be a little bit of a gap, otherwise the door is
Okay.
not going to open and close.
Yeah, it'll like scrape. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have something that I can do then. So
Nice.
maybe.
Are you gonna become a snake? Did
Possibly.
I just
I
ruin
have
it?
like two
Okay.
or three things that I'm thinking about. I'm stuck between a
Sorry.
few. Oh no, you're good.
I just
Uh,
word vomited. I was like, oh, snake. Because I was like,
I
what the hell
was
is he gonna do? He's not a plasmoid. What is he doing?
I'm stuck between a giant centipede and a spider, basically, are the two. Like a normal spider, not a giant wolf spider. So
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
guessing a normal spider would probably be the best one, or a weasel,
Yeah.
because weasels can fit anywhere.
Yeah. We have-
Nice.
So now we just have to get there and notice. So what if we find a hidden spot? You turn into a spider, I turn invisible. Like you'll turn into a spider, I'll pick you up and I'll turn invisible. That way we can both go together to
Yeah,
this room.
I'm
And then
almost thinking I do a weasel instead, because I think a weasel could figure out a lock a little better than a spider.
True.
Maybe.
Or at least get the door to get the door open.
Uh-huh.
If you get on the other side of the door, we could probably just
Yeah, I
like
could probably just unlock it from there, right?
Mm.
if
I
not,
just
I could just go up there and break the door.
whack the door.
Cool. All right. So I feel like, because we're not gonna like be able to finish it in 15 or 20 minutes, and like we're at the time, and I would have been okay going, but I don't think we'll finish that quickly because obviously we all know what is eventually getting ready to happen after
Yeah.
not having an all session. So I'm voting. Yeah, I'm gonna bust out my dragon next week.
Mm.
But I'm voting we call it for tonight. A quick note though. Next week you guys will level up to 4, and it will be, I would only assume mid session. So I would take a look at anything that might affect for your character and stuff. Like if you're gonna pick a feat, maybe you already know what you're gonna pick. So, and like we can do a longer break, but just kind of have that stuff in mind.
Perfect.
I already know.
Cool.
Same here.
Nice. See, I never know, and then when that gets dropped on me, I'm like scrambling, and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Okay. So yep, we will continue with this in 2 weeks. What date does that put us on? So if you're watching the stream, we will be back in 2 weeks to finish up on this and roll into, I think next we're doing another little thing that I can't think of what it's called, but I know.
So March 10th.
We're gonna do towers. Is it March 10th? Cool. I
Yeah,
will
it looks
not be
like
on
it.
spring break. Yeah.
Thank God, because if it was March 3rd, I would be in Nashville. So
Well, on March 17th, I may be here. I may not be here. So I'm glad it's the 10th. That works out. Yeah. Next, we're gonna do Tower of Storms, which I think is from Dragon of Aspire Peak, and then we're gonna get to Dragons of Stormwreck Isle.
hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. So if you were tuned in, we will be back March 10th, and we will wrap up this not a one shot that was 16 pages long, so it cannot be a one shot. All right. We will see you all then. See you, stream.
We'll see
Yeah.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.